The following video is How to Accomplish Any Goal Part 5, Feedback and Research, and a lecture consisting of a total of 7 parts. My ultimate hope for this video and the entire series is that you understand that you really can accomplish any goal. You really can. Alright, now on to Part 5. Okay, so when it comes to understanding how people will respond or may respond to you going on your journey to reach your goal or even you reaching your goal, you got to understand how systems work, because all relationships foundationally are a system, whether it's a married couple with children or a friendship, okay? A married couple with children, within that example, next, you need to think about what will accomplishing this goal mean for you and those around you. Like we said earlier, when it came to the spiritual awakening, reactions can take place, okay? I think of goals, I think of careers, professions, all of that, and the same concept as the spiritual journey, the soul journey, okay? There's a awakening that takes place for you to reach certain levels, for you to get in certain spaces, for you. There's a certain amount of information required, okay? And that information is yours. And sometimes when you share your information, other people, they don't understand it. They don't comprehend it. They're not there. And that's okay. That's okay. But you should be aware of that. You should plan for that, because that could sometimes throw you off a little bit. I've experienced it myself, where you didn't have this expectation that you would be met with this feedback that was not what you expected, but you are met with that feedback, and there are some reasons for that, for real. As we said, science, psychology, they've already talked about it. They already have it all charted. I'm gonna show you a little bit about that too, because it's very simple how and why, the reactions could take place. Let's talk about that a little bit here. Okay, so when it comes to understanding how people will respond or may respond to you going on your journey to reach your goal or even you reaching your goal, you got to understand how systems work, because all relationships foundationally are a system, whether it's a married couple with children or a friendship, okay? A married couple with children, within that example, these individuals make up this system, right? These are the 2 children, these are the 2 parents. If the system is about to be broken, say the 2 parents are about to get a divorce, the children may begin to act out to get the attention of the parents, to bring the parents back together. And it's essentially just to maintain the integrity of this family system. And it's that same way when it comes to a friend group or anything else, right? Say you got a group of friends, right? And within this group of friends, you introduce that you're about to reach this goal, or you're aiming towards this goal. Now, this goal that you're aiming towards, when you introduce this into this system, introduce this into this friend group, this goal is registered by the people within this system from the subconscious point of view as an unknown. And this unknown, as we said earlier, when it comes to the subconscious mind, is viewed by the subconscious mind as a negative. That's the same concept for this system. You introduce this unknown, it is viewed subconsciously by the people within the system as a negative, and potentially something that can disrupt the harmony or integrity of this system. And the reason for that is because these individuals, they each have their own subconscious things and their own backings, their own family and understandings and experiences that have brought them to this particular system the way that it is in this configuration. So when you introduce this unknown, they view it as a negative, and you may then get a negative response, right? And this negative response, it can affect you. It can make you, it can skew you off of your path, off of your goal, off of you reaching that goal. But what you got to understand is this function in general. Understand that it is viewed as an unknown, which when you introduce it to the system, which is viewed as a negative. And when you understand that, then you can have a mental reframe. You can reframe that negativity, that reaction that you may get that is negative, and reframe it into feedback. Now, this reframing it into feedback serves you in a positive way, because what it's really pointing to is the fact that you introduced an unknown, which is then viewed as a negative into this system. You introduced something that was new. Why did you introduce this new thing? Because you're actually pursuing your goal. So when you introduce this thing that is an unknown into this system, you received feedback, which is really giving you evidence that you're introducing something that is in line with your goal. So you have to reframe this unknown, this concept that you're giving to them and what you're then receiving. You have to reframe what you're receiving into feedback and reframe it for you from the perspective of, this is actually evidence that I'm on the right track, that I'm actually doing something that is different, that is new, that is only for me. And the fact that I'm receiving a reaction that may not be in my favor is further evidence that I am doing something that is specifically for me, and that I'm doing something that is outside of homeostasis, which is the norm. And this understanding is extremely helpful. It really helps you understand that if I continue down this track, I'm gonna reach my goal. How is that? Because I'm already receiving signs and confirmation that I'm on the track towards my goal. Why is that? Because I'm introducing unknowns and I'm getting feedback that's letting me know it is an unknown, because the reaction, the feedback is negative from a perspective of these individuals. They're letting me know that this is feedback that is positive in my favor. Why? Because I introduced something new that only has to do with my goal. So that understanding is really helpful, and knowing that everybody's response and reaction is just a subconscious defense mechanism to uphold the integrity of the system. Knowing that is extremely helpful, and it'll save you a lot of headaches, it'll save you a lot of heartache, and it'll help you continue on your goal, on your way, because you can do it. You're gonna reach your goal. All of this is just letting you know that you are closer to reaching your goal than you were before, and that's very important and very helpful for you and for me. Shoot. Another thing to understand is when it comes to you introducing unknowns, and just in general to your life, when it comes to introducing new habits, you also may have to replace your old habits with these new habits. And that same thing can come into play when it comes to these systems. Sometimes you're given feedback that is also letting you know that as you need to replace your habits with new habits, you may need to replace individuals with other individuals. And that's okay, because everything is divine, everything is in line, and you are en route to reaching your goals. So just understanding that all the feedback is in your favor, that everything is in your favor, and that you're on track. That's very important. Next, you need to research your goal, okay? You got to understand who has reached your goal before. You look, I get it. You know, it's powerful. You excited. It's dope. But you're not the first person to be successful in life, okay? You're not. You're really not. So with that being said, you need to identify who has reached your goal. Somebody has done it before. Even if you're the first person to do whatever it is you're doing, somebody has done something like it, something similar. You can identify with someone or resonate with someone who has at least did something in the ballpark of what it is you're aiming to do. Identify that person, all right? Then from there, you need to understand what are the action steps that they took that you may need to adopt for you to reach your goal, okay? When I say action steps, I'm referring to the things that you really need to do. As a hypnotist, when I put clients in hypnosis, that doesn't then solve all of their problems, okay? There is a action that needs to take place from them for them to reach their goal. They come to me as the hypnotist. I assist them in going into hypnosis because it's not me hypnotizing them. They go into this state themselves and I simply guide them. From there, I'm able to give them suggestions, place these suggestions into their subconscious mind, and later on when they're doing the thing that they need to do, or when they're coming to that point in which it's time for them to do whatever it is they need to do, the reason why they came to be hypnotized, there's a trigger in the subconscious that tells them, hey, you should do whatever it is you want to do. You should do the thing to reach your goal. But it's still up to them to do the actions. It's still up to them to do the things that they need to do. So when we're talking about action steps, we're really talking about the lifestyle, okay? We're talking about having that lifestyle that's needed, because LeBron James, he is an amazing basketball player because he puts in the work, he puts in the time to be an amazing basketball player. It's his lifestyle. It's not just him going to shoot baskets a few times. No, this is his lifestyle, him playing basketball. And when we're talking about lifestyle, we're really talking about habits. So we're saying you need to identify the habits of those who reached your goal. You get what I'm saying? Yes, I think you do. I think you do.
This concludes part 5, feedback and research. I want to thank you for watching. I am also in my hypnotherapy residency, so if you would like some hypnotherapy sessions pertaining to your goals or anything in the world of general self-improvement, go ahead and send me an email at 2millionhypnosis@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to get back at you as soon as I possibly can. Also, go to my website, Yakeem.com, to sign up for my newsletter. All those that sign up will get a free hypnosis package upon my grand opening as a thank you for signing up to my newsletter. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Mr. 2Million. I hope all is well with you, and I thank you again for watching. This concludes part 5, and I'll see you in part 6. Have a good one. Peace.